Ever just have those moments where you're laying in bed at night and you remember something that you did a long time ago that's super embarrassing and you can't help but cringe at it? Those moments are the absolute worst, but also they can be some of the funniest stories. Here's the story of the time I fumbled the bag so hard that it still keeps me up at night. Real quick before we get into the video, there are a few things that I do want to get through. First off, it seems there's a new influx of viewers, to which I welcome you. And if you are new here, I strongly urge you to subscribe. As you can see here, 60% of the people who watch my videos are actually not subscribed. If you like my gameplay or my stories and you want to see more, I strongly urge you to subscribe. Or at the very least, consider it. It'll push my content to more people and it doesn't cost you anything. That's right, it's free! And if it turns out you don't like my stuff, you can always unsub whenever you want. With that being said, enjoy the video. Anyways, so a few years ago back in 2020, literally like a few weeks before I became a streamer, I know this because I was still into surfing at the time and I went outside. I went on camping trips to Pismo Beach in Central California with my grandparents, and we did this every year, but this trip in particular, we were staying at Pismo Coast Village, a little RV park on the beach. Anyways, so I brought my wetsuit and I rented a board there. I don't know if you can do that anymore since COVID, but whatever. Anyways, one day I'm out on the water and I'm paddling out for the day, and off in the distance I see this girl, and me being like 15 at the time, I was immediately crushing, right? And so I got the bright idea to try and catch the next wave and try and ride it over and impress her or whatever. I don't fucking know. I was 15. I was stupid. Anyways, I do this and I immediately regret it because as I'm riding out this wave, I get nervous and I messed up my balance and I fell off the board and I end up getting hit by this heavy ass wave, which by the way, those hurt. I feel like people don't realize how heavy that much water is and how fast it's moving, all at once. It feels like you're getting spun around inside of a washing machine. Anyways, whatever. When I pop back up to the surface, that same girl, goes over to me and asks me if I'm okay. And I try to play it off, I try to play it cool. And I'm like, yeah, even though I just got hit with hundreds of pounds of water all at once and then got ragged all around underneath. And she's asking me for my name. I say Jake, I ask for hers. And for the sake of the story, and I want to protect people's privacy, we're gonna call her Robin, right? Anyways, me and Robin start talking. We start talking back and forth. And when all of a sudden, that little voice in the back of my head went, ask her for her number. Now there's a problem here, is that at the time, I'm a little timid 15-year-old with crippling social anxiety and enough insecurity to put controlling boyfriends out of the job. So for me to ask her for her number seemed out of the question. For context, guys, she was really pretty and super nice and funny. So I was really scared, but keeping that thought in mind, I swallow my anxiety and I go, hey, by the way, you're pretty cute. Can I get your number? And in that split second where the sentence left my mouth and her response left hers, it felt like hours. But to my surprise, she looks at me, smiles, and goes, sure, just let me go get my phone. It's with my parents. Follow me. And so we head back over by where her parents were sitting, and she hands me her phone. Right off the bat, I was thinking I would just tell her my number as she puts it in, but nope, she hands me her phone and has me do it myself. My hands are shaking at this point because this is the furthest I've ever gotten when talking to a woman. Sad, I know, trust me. But my hands are shaky, my hair's in my eyes, and it's still dripping wet, and I quickly just type my number in before handing her the phone, and after that, she looks at me and goes, hey, by the way, how long are you gonna be staying here for? To which I respond, the rest of the week. Why? And she looks at me and says, well, today is my last day here, and maybe later tonight, I was wondering if we could go grab a bite to eat. My eyes lit up, and I couldn't get any words out. I was so excited. I just nodded, right? And she goes, yeah, sweet, I'll call you. Little fun fact, guys. I may or may not have accidentally typed in the wrong number. Yeah, remember when I said my hair was still dripping wet and my hands were shaking? Yeah, I got the digits wrong. But as I'm sitting around for the rest of the day, I'm waiting for this call. I'm sitting by the fire later that night, and she walks by, leaving the campground. She looks at me, she smiles and waves, and mouths, "I'll call you later," before turning and walking away with her family. I never saw or heard from her again. You know, the worst part is she probably thought I was some asshole who purposefully gave her the wrong number. And that thought keeps me up at night to this day. Obviously, I changed the name of the person, but I need y'all to blow up this video because, I need just the miracle chance for her to see this, because Robin, if you're watching this, and I know you're probably not, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give you the wrong number. That was my bad, but I got a pretty embarrassing story out of it, which I think is pretty funny. But yeah, on the topic of embarrassing stories, I want to know yours. I want to know all of your guys' embarrassing stories. Drop them in the comments if you're comfortable doing so. But with that being said, I'm going to head out for now. I'll catch you all later.
Dancing on the beat, yeah, I'm gonna whip a nene. All blur, mall cop, riding on a Segway. Make it spin, run around like it was a Beyblade. Pikachu, Thundershock, call the move a heyday. Electrocute a lightning bolt, make your girl go crazy. Slow it down, back and forth like a game of tennis. Yeah, I'm kinda evil, talking Dennis the Menace. Pulling out teeth, you can call me a dentist. Up, down, left, right, cheat code apprentice. Going through all this, yeah, I ain't shed a tear. This was miracle, red nose reindeer. Gonna switch up the flow, hey. Think you come again, go and drop some low. Yeah, this ain't ever been done before. Deadpool, get shot, easy recover. Landing on Mars, you can call me a rover. Elon Musk, Mammoth Tusk. Next time you see me, I'll be on the tour bus.